Hello! So today I want to tell you about the small box card game Floral, and this is a really fun game where you are overlaying your cards to try and make area majorities of flowers in order to score the most points. So this plays 1 to 5 players. However, I will say the solo mode in this is not a favorite of mine because it kind of removes a big element of the game. So it's fine to play solo, but if you're primarily a solo player, this one plays better multiplayer in my opinion. So you are going to get your cards. So if this were a 3-player game, we would make sure to have all of the cards that say 3+ and then leave anything that says 4+ or 5 out because we would not be playing with that many players. So in this game, you are building out your garden and you're going to be overlapping cards. You have to overlap at least 2 spots when you play a card down. And you have a hand of 3 cards. So what you're going to do to start out, we'll just say I have a starting card. Let's say this is my starting card. Everybody else has gone, and then there's going to be objectives or fulfilling tasks in the center of the table. So these are going to be up here. These are not part of my garden. And the way that they work is on every card, you can see one of the colors will have that little symbol. That is what you can score. So if this was the task I was going to fulfill, it would mean that I have the most orange in one area of any of the players at the table. And at the end of my turn, I can take this card and the number of symbols it has on it is how many points I'll score at the end of the game. So in this case, it would be 3. You can see on this card, it would be 1 because it's just pink. So some are going to give you more points than others. So on my turn, I am going to look at my cards and I'm going to look at the available tasks because I want to try and potentially score something, and I don't have great options, but I can place this card here because it must cover at least 2 spots, and those 2 spots could be on 2 different cards. I can cover a whole card if I want. 2 is just the minimum. So let's say I did this. And I likely now have the largest pink area of any of the players. And in that case, I get to take this card, put it to the side. It's going to score for me. And I take one of my remaining cards. And I'm going to want to look around, see what everybody else has so that they potentially can't score it. But maybe I can in the future. And I will put that out there. And then my turn is over and play proceeds to the next person. You then are going to draw back up and you get this great little handy player aid. There are 5 of them in the game, as there should be. So it tells you your first action is plant. Your second action is fulfill a task if possible. If you can't, no big deal. Then you plan a task, which is where you place a card out, and then you draw 2 cards so that your hand size is back up to 3. So let's say everybody else took their turn and it is now back to me. So my options for scoring right now are red, green, or orange. And I have no orange, so that is not likely. So let's say I went here. Now, if I have the most with 3 continuous reds, I can take this card. But if someone else had 4, I can't take it. If I have the most of 2 available scoring types, that's great. I can still only take 1 task per turn. So let's say I could take this. And then I'm going to put a task out, and then I'm going to draw back up to 3. And we do that until the draw pile runs out. As soon as the draw pile runs out, that triggers the end of the game. You will flip your player aid over, and it walks you through exactly what you do at the end of the game. So we will score up these final tasks. Whoever has the most will be awarded those. And then you may choose 1 card from your hand, and if you have the most, you may add it to your score pile. You add up all the points from your score pile, and whoever has the most points wins. I like this because a lot of games do kind of this overlappy thing, but lots of times you're not scoring until the end. So you really have to focus in on something. And in this game, because you're scoring all along the way, you may decide like, I'm kind of going to be done with my pinks. I'm going to cover those over so I can get some more reds going. So I like that you have that flexibility to change up your strategy quickly. I like that the goals are also changing quickly so that it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't draw this color that I need because there's going to be different colors out there to score. It looks really cool. I love the style of the patterns. It feels a little mid-century modern to me, which is totally my jam. I think it's fun. It's great for a lot of ages because all you're doing is overlapping cards and trying to make the biggest spaces. So I think this is a great game when you're looking for something to pull out. It's a small box, so it's easy to take with you, but it does take up some table space, so just be aware of that. But I really enjoy Floral. I would love to know, have you played it? What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.